most of the girls are going to be barefaced with a bit of eyebrow, skin of course, and contour. And 8 of the girls will have some crazy eyeliner, quite badly done. It's between like a Picasso and streetwear. None of them will be exactly the same. It's going to be very individual.
You know, what struck me about the collection was this really natural beauty. It felt at times very feminine and put together, and other times the next outfit was something very loose and very bohemian. But throughout, the girl's hair and makeup was very relaxed, was very natural, was very free. And so was the collection.
It was all about individuality, I think, and he did a great job at taking references from many, many different cultures around the world. It was beautiful how he mixed all these elements and kept it very feminine and also very personal. I think the prints and a lot of things that he loves and that he connected to, I think, really like the soul of the women he wants to dress.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Joseph, so I've watched, his show so closely. But this is one of the collections where I've seen the most pants. He really had so many pants. And I love that whole ethnic and diversity that he brought to the collection. It felt very mixed, it felt very relaxed, it felt very free. Playful without, forgetting his woman, because his woman also liked the tailoring, the structure, the sophistication. So without missing any bit of that, he introduced this freedom, this woman that was a little more bohemian with her curly hair and her very fresh-faced. It was really beautiful. I love the colors, I love the coats, I loved it.
Clothes are, very sophisticated, and he did a lot of experimenting with print and texture and just combining these gorgeous colors.
I would say the outerwear was quite fantastic and spectacular, perfect for the cold weather of New York.
Well, you definitely still have the sexy, you definitely have the amazing embellishments, the beautiful patchworks, the paisley coming in. What I particularly like about what this brand represents is it really is something that's unique. You don't really see it anywhere else. It's very a European aesthetic. He really dares in a way that a lot of the other designers maybe in New York don't. He doesn't do the sportswear thing. He really does something that's more sophisticated, pushes the envelope a bit more, and that's the kind of stuff you would see in Europe. So it's always nice to have that, particularly to finish off a cold day like today, to have something that warms your heart like this show did.
It was amazing. I mean, he did an incredible job. The prints and the way that everything was brought together, amazing.
It was the most beautiful collection by far. It was a kind of poetic bohemian thing where, if you're coming from Paris, you had to like it because sort of the muse a bit was Loulou's de la Falaise. That idea of British eccentricity meeting French flair and taste. And I found that in that collection, and that could go from very elegant practicality of Inuit kind of shearling coats to kind of red carpet, brilliance of like tinselly sequined red and white handkerchief hem dresses. I thought it was a tour de force.
He always has some great outerwear, great sexy skirts. I mean, all of the silk sequin silvery pieces at the end that were shimmering in their handkerchief hems. I thought that was just absolutely gorgeous. I would love to see that actually at the Oscars on some daring young ingenue wearing one of his pieces, because that absolutely was red carpet ready for me.